What is up, my fellow mobile gamers? In today's video we have the best, because it's mine, warrior build. Subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up button, it is greatly appreciated. Today's sponsor as always is appgallery. They have an awesome campaign going on this weekend only. You got some coupon codes so you can get discounts on packs in Dark Nemisis. I'm going to show you how to download appgallery and talk about the campaign. We're going to go to the website. We are going to click download and install appgallery. Then for selecting a country, make sure you put Italy no matter where you live. We're going to sign up using an email address. We're going to create one. Then we are going to do verification with our phone number. And then we are in. There it is. All of your favorite apps, your mobile games. The best part about it is the rewards and the gifts. Rewards are when you spend money in the game, you'll get a kickback. And then gifts. We have gifts for all of these different mobile games, which are exclusive that you can only find on appgallery. From this Thursday until April 28th, there will be a giveaway in the Discord every week. You can win Huawei points or free coupons. All you have to do is send a screenshot of your in-game character in the giveaway channel, and the person who gets the most likes by other people before March 28th will win 10 euro Huawei points. Huawei points are a virtual currency sold and managed by Huawei, can be used to make in-game purchases. This weekend only, if you download Dark Nemisis from appgallery, you will have a 1 euro coupon and a 2.5 euro coupon available. Once you go to the payment page, you can find the coupons available, so this way you can get a discount on any pack that you decide to buy in Dark Nemisis. Also, make sure you join the Discord community for more offers. All right, let's jump into my best build. So we're going to go over to skills and we're going to go over to styles. So I'm going to cover the 3 different styles, the talents that I chose, why I chose them, and I think there's something else I want to show too. So first up, we have Hell Pioneers. So this is my PvE build. I pretty much select this style whenever I'm doing stuff, when we're doing stuff like the campaign. If I'm doing stuff like Bounty, if I'm doing Trial of Destiny, XP Dungeon, Dream Realm, anything that I'm just going against a computer generated monster, I'm using that. So let's go over to my talents for my PvE build. We went ahead with Meditation, increased damage dealt to monsters by 5%. Instead of this, because again, we just want to, this is basically just like put out as much damage as we can for PvE content. We then went with Set's Wrath. When your HP is higher than 70%, increase damage dealt and damage taken by 10%. Again, I'm not really worried about that. When it comes to PvE content, this is kind of like glass cannon. We just want to put out as much damage as possible. Kamala's Gale, I don't know how to say this name. I went with this one. Increases damage dealt by violent stop by 10%. This one is also good. This is more passive damage over time if you wanted to go with this one, but I went with this one because it's just like burst damage. So you have like burst damage for this one, and then this is more damage over time if you wanted to do this, because it just means enemies hit will receive 10% more damage from you per second for 5 seconds. But honestly, this potentially could be better. Now that I'm kind of thinking of it, this could be better than this one. But well, you know, you could pick either one. I think they're both pretty solid. And then we have Sky Splitter. Normal attacks have a 12% chance to trigger the burning effect of Hellfire for 1 second. Either one is a viable pick. I just went with Sky Splitter because when I am doing my PvE content, I tend to have it on auto combat. So I feel like for auto, the computer tends to do a lot of normal attacks more than the abilities. But definitely either one of these is good for PvE content. Now let's jump into the more important stuff. So Furious Destroyer, this is the one that I pick when I'm doing PvP content, but very specific PvP content. Let me go and show you what I mean by that. Or when I'm doing arena, I'll choose that style. When we do Battle Royale, Abyss Hunting Ground, anything that's kind of solo PvP. So let's just go over my talents right now. This is the ones that we have for Furious Destroyer, our solo PvP when we're fighting by ourselves. We went with meditation, increased damage dealt to players by 5%. Frozen plane, increased damage dealt by 8% when HP is below 50%. So you'll notice we went with this one instead of reduced damage taken, because again, I just want to put out as much damage as possible. I went with more of a damage build. Then we have spread fear. Frantic charge costs 2% of your own HP and deals damage to the enemy hit 1.5 times of the cost HP. Now, I think this is going to really depend on if you build your warrior to have lots of HP. Naturally, they have a ridiculous amount of HP as you level them up. So that's why I think this is the better choice than this one. Enemies hit by frantic charge will receive 10% more damage from you per second. This is, again, a little bit more if you want sustained damage, you know, some passive damage over time. But I definitely think this is the better bet. This really hits a lot harder. And then we have Sky Splitter. Recover 1 rage per 1 second when HP is below 50%. So again, this kind of just goes hand in hand with knowing that my HP, I kind of take it that my HP is going to be below 50% and I'm just going to burst them down. Pretty much, that's the whole build for this. We haven't unlocked these other two yet, but once we do, maybe I'll do like a little bit of an updated version and we can go over these last two. And then for the last one, we have Light Azura. This is the one I choose for when we're doing like guild wars, when I'm teaming up with randoms, and it's, you know, big team PvP battles when I have like 5 people on my team. I like to go with the tank build. So we're gonna go over to our talents. Now this is a bit different for this in particular build because I'm focusing mostly on being a tank. I picked a lot of stuff that increases my defense, increases my survivability, because I just want to be as tanky as possible, especially when we're doing guild wars this weekend and we need to stay on those flags and keep those control points captured. I just want to be able to just stay there and just, you know, hold the position as long as I can. So we went with plane shift, reduced damage taken from players by 5%. Set's Wrath, reduced damage taken by 8% at the cost of 10% speed. Again, this is basically because we're going to be stationary. We're staying on the point of the flag. So we're just trying to hold that flag point down. So we don't care about speed. We're not trying to run around and chase people. We're literally just trying to stick right there and just hold that spot and be like, you are not taking this from us. So that's why I went ahead with this one. This was when damage taken in 2 seconds is higher than 20% of your max HP, recover HP by 8%. This is good if you're going up against a lot of like big pay to win players who hit really hard and you notice that you're getting like 1-shotted or 2-shotted. Like if you notice that you're building out a tank and you're still dying very, very fast, then you might want to switch over to this just because it gives you a little bit more survivability. But in particular for me, I keep up pretty well, even though we've only spent $10 in this game. Camolia's Gale, this one, again, this just gives us more survivability. And then finally, we went with Frantic Blade. Damage reduction from Heavenly Judgment is prolonged to 4 seconds. And then you also have this one, damage reduced to self from Heavenly Judgment is prolonged to 6, but it no longer takes effect on allies. I like this better than this. Just giving myself a 2-second extra buff, but not helping my teammates out. I think that doesn't help. This would be something, I guess, if you wanted to do like solo PvP and you wanted to run this as a tank build and solo PvP, then you would pick this. But if you're doing like team battles, like what I usually run with, like guild wars and stuff, I would go with this one just because you want your allies, you want your teammates to get that buff as well. But that is it. I hope you guys and girls enjoyed the video. Stay happy, stay safe, my friends. Have an amazing weekend and make sure you take advantage of those coupon codes on AppGallery. Peace.